which you're also pinging. Like, I really like your pings. Like, I think pinging is super important.
Yeah, I always do.
And I just think you're really, like, clear with your pings, because you're pinging you want to fight, you're pinging this guy has no flash, which is just super good. I mean, I'm just going to watch, and I'm just going to tell you what I think that you can do better, and how you're going to get better at it.
Okay.
So, I mean, obviously, Veigar is useless early level, but you can always just fight this guy. Like you said, if you flash his W, you'll always win. Like, as long as you flash forward, and you're confident, you're always going to win the all-in versus Saya.
Yeah,
which I'm sure you know. So no matter how useless your support is, especially when the opening is this, that they go on your support, like, you can just run them down. So this is also good. Another thing that you're doing, which is really good, that you always should do, is like after you win the trade, right? Even though right after this auto, you're obviously out of range, and some people will click away, but you should never click away, because then you lose lane position. So here, even though he'll never let you auto him, right? It's just good to push him away.
Yeah, just in case he comes back in.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't ever come back in, but what it does is that you can do things to the wave and stuff.
Oh, so you want me to...
So like for example, here, right, you have the chance to refresh axe, and you can pull the wave. And you can make all the melees, and just everything, just the melees and the casters, just hit 1 melee, and you can trade on that.
Okay.
You know, because like, these guys are not going to trade with you, right? Like, after this happens, they're never going to fight you again.
Yeah, I knew they were choosing level 1. If you go back, I pinged the bushes. I knew they start level 1 and they get a W on me. I lose.
Yeah, because you only have 1 axe.
Yeah.
But now it's GG. So what I'm saying is, if you just pull the wave now and just refresh axes, they're never going to get to fight you, right? Because you'll have 2 axes.
Right.
So if you let the wave be in the middle, right, then they're not going to lose as much CS. So like here, if you just take aggro, right? If you just go here, take aggro of the wave, and if she walks up, you will hit her, obviously. Then axe gets refreshed as well. So she's not going to walk up, right? Because she will lose auto for auto, right? Then you will hit one of these 2 melees to refresh axe, not the first one. Because you want that one to, you want it to just be like alive as much as possible. Ideally you hit caster if you can, right? Like when it groups up on you. Then you're going to push, wave is here, it'll push into you, and you only refresh axe on casters. And she can't farm melees.
Why not hit the first one though? That one I don't understand.
Because you want to, if you slow push, right? Because it's going to happen 2 things. One, she's not going to farm a single minion, and you will build a fat slow push on her. Okay? In which case, you want the melees to die as like slow as possible. If you hit the casters, then you're not affecting the wave push. Because the casters are not going to get hit by your wave.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Because like now you're just letting it go in middle, which is kind of waste. And you're just hitting in a way where it's very easy for them now to just like FF lane. Does that make sense?
A little bit. Can you explain that again?
When you're hitting the first melee like this, right? You're making the wave go into middle, and you're just hitting the melee. So you're already pushing kind of fast already.
Yeah.
And obviously you want to...
I hit the melee minion to refresh my axes, that's why.
Yeah, of course. But why not hit the casters and pull the wave? Then all of the... Like, have you ever pulled a wave in your life?
Yeah, I have.
Right.
I didn't think about it like that, though.
So all of the creeps will hit the same melee, right? When you pull a wave. So if Saya walks up to hit that melee, right? Imagine the wave is like here now, right? Her support is this HP. Wave is here. It's all hitting the same melee. And you'll stand here, Veigar will stand here or something. You'll have 2 axes. You think she will walk up and farm it?
No. So it's just zoning him from level 1 and just
yes.
the fight.
Yes. You will just proxy her, and she won't farm a single minion this way.
Okay.
But now, not a single one of your creeps are dying. And the aggro is like all switched up, right? Some casters are hitting this one, some are hitting this one. It's much harder to deny her.
Right.
Because, like, right now, you feel like you're zoning. You're not actually zoning. You know what I mean?
So where should I be right now?
No, but there's nothing to zone, is my point.
Oh. So before I could, but not now.
Yeah, well, if you pull the wave, this melee would already be dead.
Okay.
You would still end up with a fat slow push eventually if she never touches the wave, but she will just lose more. You know? Here you deny her melee, which is good. But at this point, you could have potentially denied 2 melees. And if they ever do hit the wave, then you would end up with a freeze already and they'd just die over here. You know? If you were to pull the wave.
Yeah.
So if they can't fight you, you should always pull the wave in these cases. And then you can change the wave as you go. Like, you can choose to freeze eventually, you can choose to slow push, you can hard push, you can do whatever. But it just doesn't make sense that you or your support don't pull the wave after such a good fucking trade. You will see some people when they play stuff like Ashe and Varus, they will just do it from level 1, they'll just like pull the wave and then they'll just stand past the wave. You know?
Yeah,
and you can do the same thing here, because these guys can't do anything if you start tanking the wave. Normally you don't want to stand here and tank the wave, because if they start fighting you, you will tank the minions and also the enemy. But in this case, they can't do anything, because you've achieved now what makes Draven really strong, which is 2 axes. You will get it up if they all in you. So it's GG.
Yeah.
Which you're also pinging. Like, I really like your pings. Like, I think pinging is super important.
Yeah, I always do.
And I just think you're really, like, clear with your pings, because you're pinging you want to fight, you're pinging this guy has no flash, which is just super good. Should just target ping him, that's the only thing you could do the difference, but yeah, of course you should dive him.
It's hard to do that while I'm catching axes.
Of course.
But I thought it was obvious.
Of course, you should always fight Rakan. Like, I don't think this is your fault. You did it good. It's useless to go on this guy, he still has flash.
I might have
but yeah, like...
Wait. Was me going deep bad though? You watch the whole thing?
I mean, if Bel'Veth commits, you doing this forces flash. I think after she flashes, it's bad. You know? Like, here, after she flashes, you're just too emotional.
You're getting a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I mean, you get a 1-for-1, I guess. I guess the Draven specific, that is fine, but you don't have flash, so the thing is, you gotta think about ahead of time, right? Like, it's not bad for you, you get BF sword. It's fine.
Yeah, but if I kill her, if she was dead there, she lost the whole wave there. That's not worth it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
But also think, like, here again, you should always want to fight her, right? What wards does your support have? Like, when you're coming back to lane here, right? The Meister should, once again, be to fight. And Rakan shows mid, right? Think here, Rakan goes mid. So, if you're Saya here, if your support goes mid, because Silas went mid, and I think Rakan comes, yeah. Are you happy now if you're Saya? If your support shows mid here?
No, because it's gonna push into me.
Right.
She's gonna be zoned.
Yeah. So just what I want you to do, right, is that because you have to play around vision when you're doing this, because like you're always gonna think, how do I lose? How do I win? Right? So how you win the game here is you freeze on her and you kill her, or you slow push and dive her. That's how you win. And how you lose is you die now. You die now, you lost all your lead.
Alright.
Right? Because just like how you said you flash for her and she lost the wave and turret, that's what's gonna happen if you die now. So everybody knows that this is your kill timer. Right? Enemy jungle should know this. Bot wave is pushing away from
what'd you say?
Saya.
Sorry.
Like everybody in the game should know this is your kill timer.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, sorry, I zoned out, I apologize.
Okay. So enemy mid, enemy jungle, they should all try to help Saya if they can to crash this wave.
Right.
So on your way to lane, you don't have any wards. You have your trinket, Veigar is in base, place a ward. In a pixel, in a new pixel bush. Right? Check if Rakan on his way to mid, did he place a pink here or something? Like, why are you running straight to lane? You can just come from river and it would achieve the same thing. Because you need to know, when this guy steps up, right? You need to know, is he trolling or does he have backup?
Yeah.
Right? The higher elo you go, the more people will fake this. They will act like they have help, but they don't. And it'll be hard for you to play once Taric goes into fog now, and this guy clicks forward on you.
Yeah.
Then you can't really know what's going on, because your Bel'Veth is here. So, yeah, I would have just warded Pixel, and then I would also do what you're doing here. You're popping Q early, so you can get 2x this as fast as possible. Like, this is all good. Just sucks you don't ward, and you don't even, like, check if your support has wards. You know? Like, he might have Sweeper right now. Imagine your Veigar has Sweeper and no pink. Then this situation would be hard to play, no?
Yeah, because I have no vision on them.
Right. But I think here, right, like, you really want to punish when people show. Okay? Like, every time they show, right, I want you to kind of change, like, how you play. Right? So right now, you're scared. Okay? Makes sense.
Yeah.
But look at the game. So she is alone, because Rakan shows mid. Okay? Look at how you're playing.
Yeah, but I was scared Silas or Taric might be in the bush still. That's why.
No, but
I was waiting for.
But
I was waiting toward the try to push up.
But when did I tell you to go here? I didn't say anything.
Oh.
I never told you to do anything like this.
So this is good then.
No, this is terrible. Why are you warding?
Because like I wanted to keep the freeze there. That's why I think I did it.
Yeah, yes, but if you keep the freeze here, why do you need ward here? We talked about this. How do they gank you? Silas E, right?
Yeah.
Minions stop Silas E.
Maybe
Correct?
I see him like in the river.
Huh?
In that tri-bush. Maybe I can see him from the river, from the tri-bush.
This ward is useless. If you freeze here, what does it do?
You're right.
You will get a better ward. Once Veigar comes, you will get a better ward. And nobody, as a mid lane Silas, will sit in this bush for 2 minutes. A top lane Singed with Predator Ghost, yes, he will. But a mid lane Silas, he might cheese you one timer. But if you freeze and you play safe, he's not gonna sit there, and Veigar will come. So Veigar will get Silas E'd, not you. Right?
Right.
Like, you have to use waves as intel of what's going on in the game, right? So, look, Silas comes bot. Silas comes bot and kills Veigar. And Akshan. Okay, so here's Silas bot, alright? Now look at the game. Look at waves. If Silas doesn't show on mid wave, then he's cheesing somebody, right? So look at your Veigar. He does not use the wave mid as intel. So he's walking up, even though Silas doesn't show on the wave. So Silas is going bot. Now look at you. Watch. Silas can cheese you right now. I agree. But if you look at this wave mid, this is what he has to show on, no?
Right, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you so scared of these bushes that don't matter because you don't have to interact with them?
Because NA Masters, these people are shit and they might even cheese me. That's why.
Yes, but if they are here or they're here, if you stand here, why it matters? This bush is much scarier than this one. I agree.
Oh, so you want me to ward that bottom?
No, I don't want you to ward anything. Why are you warding? Look at you. Look where you're standing. Look. Why do you need vision? Silas will show mid 9 out of 10 times in 15 seconds, and even if he stays missing, look what you're doing. Why do you need vision? Look where you are, look where you are, look where you are. Look. If Silas shows now out of this bush, you will press W and run here and never die. You agree?
Yeah.
So why do you need vision?
Maybe just in case I get dove. I don't know.
How do you get dove here?
No, you're right. It's just stupid ward.
You're just wasting your ward when you will get a much better ward. And you will see in 15 seconds or something, Silas will show mid.
Yeah.
And like I said, even if Silas disconnects from the game and he never shows again, this ward is useless. Because you're never like walking anywhere where you need this vision. If Saya is here now trying to push, you will stand here and hit her and you can never die. Do you agree?
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
So then you don't need a ward. So it's better to keep it so you can use it for something useful. Like a deeper ward later. Or a ward in a bush that's actually scary at that given moment. Right now you don't need vision. Why don't you go mid now though, if Akshan is committing to bot? Look. Here you're going bot, which makes sense, because you don't know what Akshan is doing, right? Here Akshan could go mid, you don't know. But look now. Why don't you go mid now?
I want to go mid here.
Why not?
I'm going to catch the wave bot here.
But you're not catching the wave, Akshan is going bot. Why would you catch the wave bot if Akshan is roaming to bot?
Now he is, yeah.
Well, I mean, sure. Why are you not going mid still? When you see it. Look, here you're going bot. Makes sense. You don't know what he's doing yet. Makes sense. Now he's going bot. Right? So why are you going bot?
I mean, what's the point of him going bot here? I don't.
But that doesn't matter. He is clicking bot to ulti or some shit. Right? But why does that matter? It doesn't matter why he's going bot. He's going bot, right?
Yeah, but I don't need him bot here. He should be going mid.
Doesn't matter.
His wave is crashing mid. There's no point for me going mid.
Okay, but why are you now gonna share a wave with two people? He's clearly roaming to bot lane. Look at the wave bot. Look.
Yeah,
wave is gone.
I see the
wave is gone.
Like, wow.
He has a new wave bot lane. No, but think for a second, right? Like you're being way too defensive. Think about it. He's going into river. It doesn't matter if you agree with his roam or not. He is getting to bot lane before you. Okay? And he's gonna look to point and click ult some guy. That's probably what he's thinking. Alright? Doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. where will this fight take place? Will they stand here and run at your nexus, or will they kite away from you?
They kite away.
Okay, they will kite away from you. So isn't your angle a lot worse than Akshan's? You will never get to the fight. You agree?
Yeah. I should be
Okay.
fighting towards mid.
So if you go here, you'll never join the fight. The only thing you'll join is the wave. Akshan might join the fight, because the fight might happen here, right?
Yeah.
It might take place somewhere here. So Akshan will get to join it, you will not. And then he will be close to bot lane. So why would you go bot lane for the wave that he's close to? I agree, he could just go mid and push mid, of course. But I mean, looks like Belvet can gank and then Akshan can come, no? Akshan is really fast champion. Don't you think so? Because look at this now. Look. Now Akshan goes mid, right? So imagine now you went mid. You went like this. Then you would just go here. And what would you lose? What do you lose from that? It's not like there's 2 waves under your turret. If there's 2 waves under your turret, of course you go bot lane. Right? Or maybe even ult it. But if your mid laner is looking to go here, for example, looking at it again, can't Belvet and Akshan just dive them?
Right, but I don't know. I don't know why. I think the right play is just me going bot. And the
Well,
option
it
is
is,
mid.
and Akshan goes mid. But if I see my mid laner wants to do a roam to bot, why don't I just get the same gold in mid lane? And let him do the roam. Right?
So if you were me, the Draven, you would pat mid here?
Yes, I do it like all the time. If my mid laner, if my mid is going here, then I would do it. If I'm playing mid and my top laner is going here, then I would go here. And take the wave that nobody's catching.
Why can't I just ping the Akshan back and then just like let me just just go bot here?
I mean, sure you can, but why should you micromanage him if he thinks it's a good angle?
I'm a better player than him. I don't think he understands. I think he should stay mid there.
Sure. Then you should ping it. That's fine, but you didn't. You are also probably here yelling at Belvet to fight him.
Yeah, I did. Get off your
Yes.
camps, man. Look how low he is.
So, if Belvet is gonna go, then shouldn't Akshan also go? Like here, you did it again, but it makes sense in this time, right? Like, look. Here, this recall feels bad as well, right? But it could also have been better. Because you're like doing this, right? These clicks here. Which again, like, just shows what I was talking about before. Which is like, you should already know here, I'm out of mana, Draven, and I have IE in base, right? You should want to recall. So, the moment that you get to go and recall, you should do it, right?
Yeah.
So, if you look now, after you farm this, now you should run a recall, right?
Yeah.
But look your clicks.
Usually in solo queue though, the way I play is like I basically just try to bait them as much as possible because I know I can outplay them with like two items. That's why I'm like so far ahead. I just like always try to bait them. Usually works in solo queue. That's how I usually play Draven.
I mean, sure, that's fine. But the way you're gonna bait this Aatrox is baiting him to E on you, right?
Yeah. I want them to fight me like
Yes.
as I'm low, but it kind of fucks up my timer a bit. But it's also
But in,
like
in this case here, right? Because I mean, I agree with you. I don't think it's bad. I do it a lot too. Like for example on Carthus, I do it all the time, just baiting people to fight me because I'm confident I'll win.
That's why I was like clicking forward.
But you
and trying to,
need him a reason to fight you too, though.
Yeah.
He knows Akshan is right behind you and Veigar is here. So aren't you like calling him way too bad?
I mean, yeah. That's how I yeah.
I mean, no, I agree with you, but there's limits, right? Like if your teammates are in fog, then now he could easily get baited by you, right?
Right.
But he literally saw your teammates on your screen 2 seconds ago.
Trust me, you'd be surprised how bad.
No, I mean, I'm sure it has happened. Of course, it's happened in my games too, but it's not frequent that it happens to that level.
It does. I have.
Why isn't he doing it now then?
NA is NA, bro. That's what
But
I'm saying.
you can't just keep saying it. He's not doing that now. Silas also didn't cheese you bot. He recall and went for the way mid. Like, of course it happens, but it does not happen as much as you would like it to happen in your head. Because then he would dash on you right now. He didn't.
Yeah, like, if this is like a competitive game, of course I wouldn't do this. Of course, I would just instantly reset because I know they wouldn't like look for
Well,
trade.
I don't think you always should. I think you should bait him sometimes, just not when he knows your teammates are right here. Because he will never kill you. So why would he even try? Like, these things work a lot if your teammates are in fog or something, because his dash forward is going to be a flip. In his head, he knows it's a flip. But in this case, it's not a flip, it's just stupid because Veigar and Akshan is here, no?
Yeah.
Because it's not bad to like bait people. It's good, but you need them to have a reason why they're getting baited, right? If you have heal up or barrier and you have 200 HP, they're getting baited because they forgot your sum. If you're baiting a gank, they got baited because they didn't think about your jungler being behind you, right?
Yeah.
So there's reasons why the baits work. I don't think the Aatrox will get baited when he knows your teammates are right there. Of course, it has happened. Of course it has. But that specific type of bait is not going to work in most cases. If it does, then you must know some examples you can show me right now.
Believe me, like...
no, I believe you, it has happened. But it's not an every game thing.
I'm telling you it is, Veigar. Like,
so show me. But then you must know then.
Bro, okay, yo, Nim. How bad are the NA players that they...
No, they're bad, of course. But show me. You must know an example.
No, it happens so frequently to the point where I have amnesia. It happens so much. Like, they're that bad. Like, I don't think you understand how bad these players are on NA. They will they will literally do stupid stuff all the time. That's why those, like, the timers are, like, kind of... You know, that's why I even thought the size was bot. Like, in competitive play, I would know they'd not be there because they would follow the macro of, like, the lane states. But in solo queue, they do the unexpected all the time. That's how I play around it.
One thing I just want you to learn, though, because you're playing Bloodline, right?
No, I play Alacrity.
Okay, so you don't... Okay, well, you still have D-Blade lifesteal, so it's fine. Like, you heal so much from D-Blade, actually. Like...
Alacrity's so broken on Draven.
When your team is doing this, right? The advantage enemy team has when you take mid-wave is that they have a timer to go when you're catching a wave. Right? So what good players will do when they're losing is that they will let you have the mid-prio because she can't contest it anyways, right? It's useless for Saya to stand on this wave, right? It's useless for her to walk up because you will W and kill her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So knowing this invade should always scare you. Okay? Because Saya and Rakan can go there and you're not there.
Do you want me to be pushed up to the tier 2?
I want you to take the wave and act like you're going. Look, you have vision in this bush. Why do you not take the wave and force access here so you have fast rotation and you're telling enemy team, hey, I'm not actually here isolated, I am here ready to go.
Right.
Because now you're just letting them go for a play and you're much more zoned than you could be. Look, you're taking the mid wave, dragging it to here, and standing here, when you could just be here, one-shotting the wave. Yeah, you might lose 50 HP, right? That's completely worth it to be here faster. You do not want enemy team to have a chance to look for a one-shot fight here while you are mid. Right? And the only time you can argue against this is if they don't know the invade is happening. Because then you're making it obvious by standing how I'm saying, but they know it's happening. So you should just tell them like, hey, I'm here, don't kill my team because I'm coming. Because good Rakan here, like good players, they will just try to one-shot Veigar here and get out. But if you're standing where I'm standing, like that cannot happen, right?
Yeah.
And now, same thing like I told you before, while you're hitting this, think about what to do next. What am I doing after I kill this? Am I gonna recall? Am I going for top? Am I helping Fiora? Are there bot camps up? Am I recalling? You need to learn to think about the game like that, rather than think about it now that you finished the last minion, right? Because like here, it's obvious you're gonna go here, but if this fight wasn't happening, where should you go, right? So that's an actual question. Where should I go now? If this fight isn't happening. Let's say your teammates now, they just like get the wolf for free and they leave. What's the play?
I would siege tier 2 here.
Okay. And so what do I have to think about then?
I have to worry about the Aatrox coming from top side.
Yeah, but I have a lot of vision, right?
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Just, like, try to pressure them on mid.
But if you are hitting mid, right?
I can pressure them mid or look for invades on their jungle.
If you're hitting mid turret, and then Fiora thinks the same thing as you, isn't that very greedy?
Well, if Fiora's bot with his with his matchup, then I can just like push out mid.
Yes, but my point is, if you hit mid, then Veigar or Belvet should be somewhat around, right?
Right.
Because otherwise, they could collapse on you. You don't have flash, for example, right?
Yeah.
If Fiora also wants to hit the turret, and you both end up hitting the turret, and Akshan is top, then somebody is likely to get caught, no?
Yeah.
So it's fine that you want to hit the turret, but if Fiora is playing like this, right? And then you hit turret and Veigar is around you, I think that's troll. I think you should like go here, push mid, help Veigar get vision, because you don't want your Veigar to face check, right? You help him get wards so that you guys are hovering Fiora so that she can play aggressive. If Fiora goes here, then you should just hit the turret. But if you both hit the turret, then you're letting Fiora die for free, no? If she doesn't get vision.
Shouldn't that be my Veigar's job?
Well, you are his support. He needs help to ward.
Yeah.
Veigar cannot run around and face check. Maybe he can in this game if enemy is that useless, but if he meets Silas or something, Veigar will die.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So it's your job to give him vision. Once you guys have vision, then you can report Fiora if she dies. But I'm asking you here, if you guys don't go for the invade, right? So here, after this invade. Now, if this is no longer happening, your teammates are backing off, right? You're going here, whatever.
Yeah, push into bot side, get
right.
vision for
Then you push, you get wards, proper wards, and then you can hit mid all you want.
Yeah,
but if you hit mid before getting vision, then somebody will get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And if you have a support like Pyke or Rakan or Bard or something or Shaco, you can let them be more like self-efficient with their wards, because they can't really die. But if you're playing with like Veigar, Sona, Soraka, Janna, you are their support. It's your job to help them ward. You know?
Yeah.
Your range support cannot just ward. It's your job. Or your jungler, somebody, they need a bodyguard. And I just really think your gameplay isn't like bad. It's just these things that like you don't play with the mindset that I have a fat fucking shutdown and how do I win, how do I lose? Right? How do you win?
I know how to win.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you don't by losing, by dying there.
Okay,
and the fight on Silas is irrelevant for the win. Because the real way you win, right? The real way you win here is the dragon is up in like 50-40 seconds, right? And if you kill Silas right now, that does not help you get dragon. It just gives you gold, right? So, let's say I kill Silas. Okay. But I use my cleanse, for example, for it. And then he just respawns and he's back up for dragon. Is that really that good?
No.
Right? Like, that's what I'm saying. How do I win? How do I lose? Because that's different every game. Some games, you need to kill Silas here to win it. And yeah, this Silas is pretty fed. So it's not bad to kill him. But he's gonna be alive for the dragon. Right? So, is it really the best to fight right now? When my Akshan is top, my Fiora is basically, you know, just AFK, she's dead. And they are all coming grouped. You know what I mean? Rakan, Saya, Sals is here. Belvet is on Krugs. Doesn't matter, you thought he's gonna double you or whatever. What if he doesn't? And you just waste 3.
Yep.
Then you just die, lose shutdown. That's what I'm saying. How do you win? How do you lose? Because I don't think it will change the game much if you kill Silas. It'll be a good kill. Of course, you'll get gold. You'll always get gold from kills, right? But for example, how you win the game, in my opinion, is you get the mid wave and you recall, and then you just go for Drake and you get a team fight and you win the game. I think it's that simple. No?
Yeah.
You recall here, you get items. Belvet will probably base after Krugs because she's probably going to go for Dragon. Then you get a team fight on Dragon with Cleanse up and you win the game in peace. If you thought about the game like that, you wouldn't just tunnel on Silas because it would go against what you're playing for. If in your mind you're playing for a team fight on Dragon, you wouldn't click into this guy. But you're not playing for anything, so you're just like, oh, I see this guy, I'm going to kill him. That's literally what's going on in your head, no?
Yeah.
I just think it's a bad way to play the game. Because now next fight will be harder. The only thing good about this death is that Rakan doesn't have ult. but now you don't have cleanse, and you're not on the map for the dragon setup, which you are basically your teammates' lead, right? So you not being here now on the map is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because it's just harder for everyone to play since you're not alive pressuring. So now they get first setup. Now you have to trust your team to not fuck up while you're dead. And then even though you make it alive, you now have to face check them and your team has to face check for you to contest the dragon.